I'm gonna have to help you here. So that's the end of the test. Alex, how do you feel you're done?
Yeah, I failed.
Yeah. So, what do you think you failed on?
Hit the
You
curb.
seem quite happy failing.
No, you know it was because it went better than I would have expected.
Welcome to another video. So today is another driving mock test. Like always, I haven't met this learner driver before. He's only here for me to assess if he's ready for the actual driving test. So first of all, learner driver, do you want to tell the viewers how you contacted me?
I contacted you through Instagram.
Yep. So just like this learner driver, if you want a free driving mock test, give us a follow on Instagram, drop us a message, and then we'll select random participants. So learner driver Alex, do you want to tell the viewers a bit about yourself and a bit about your driving?
So I've had about 28 hours of driving. I've got my test soon, and yeah, from Manchester as well. Not really much to say.
Okay, so you got any weaknesses in your driving?
I'll probably say my parking. My parking is not the greatest, and I'm good at roundabouts, but I feel like sometimes I'm a bit rusty and I'm a bit slow, so sometimes I forget to count my exits, and then I'm a bit too late to like go to the right place and stuff.
Okay, so let's see how this mock test goes. You'll be driving independently yourself, and at the end of the test we'll go over the mistakes.
Right.
So before the test, before you start driving, the examiner can ask you a safety question. And whilst you're driving, they'll ask you one safety question as well. So before the test, the examiner can ask you a tell me question. Have you learned the tell me questions?
No, I only know them through videos.
Okay, let's see if you get it right. How do you know there's a problem with your anti-lock braking system?
Oh, it comes up on there's a ABS light that comes up on the screen when you turn the car on.
That's a correct answer. The ABS light will illuminate. Yep, so Alex, how do you feel today's mock test is going to go?
This is my first mock test as well, to be fair. But I feel like it will go alright, to be fair. I feel like maybe there'll be points where I need to get used to the car, but apart from that, I feel like it'll be alright.
Are you feeling confident?
Yeah, I feel confident.
So during the test, I'll be giving you directions, then I might make you follow signs. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Drive on when you're ready. When moving off, he ends up stalling. He does react well and recovers. At the mini roundabout ahead, I'd like you to turn right. When there's parked vehicles on both sides and the space in the road's quite narrow, you should be at a slow speed. Alex is going slightly fast.
Should have gone there.
So Alex, what would you been doing if it wasn't your mock test today?
I'd have training.
training.
Yeah.
So football.
Yeah.
Any team you play for?
I play for some semi-pro youth team called Hyde.
All right, I've heard of Hyde. It's in Manchester.
Yeah. It's like near Stockport.
How are you doing in the league?
You're rough. How are you doing in the league?
We're not doing the best, I won't lie. We're not doing the best.
What team do you support?
United.
United, that's good.
Do you watch football?
Yeah,
You just what?
I watched United yesterday.
Awful, innit?
Can't believe it. Before steering out and in from parked vehicles, you should check your mirrors. Alex does good mirror checks before steering back in. When braking firmly, you should check your centre mirror to see how it affects traffic behind. Alex doesn't check it. Can you see where that black car's turning left? We'll be turning left there, just near that bus stop. So we're taking the next road on the left.
This one here?
Yeah, where that blue car's turning out from. Alright, I'm gonna have to help you here. Reverse a bit back. Just let him go. Okay, he's giving you away.
Yes.
Okay, give a bit of gas. Lift the clutch a bit higher.
More gas, more gas.
More gas.
Nice.
Even though the speed limit on this road is 30, Alex is below that, but he should reduce his speed even further, as the road is narrowing ahead and there are bends which could limit visibility and increase potential hazards. Alright, you need to slow it down. You need to slow it down. When you find it safe, I'd like you to pull up on the left-hand side. When pulling up on the left-hand side, he pulls up opposite a parked vehicle. This would have made the road narrow for vehicles going past. Drive on when you're ready. Approaching this mini roundabout, there were two signs towards it which Alex misses. He didn't notice the roundabout, so I had to step in. Alright, you need to slow it down more and now keep it going.
Couldn't see where it was.
When you find it safe, I'd like you to pull up on the right hand side. And reverse 2 car lengths. Okay, that's enough. You can block the driveway for now. Drive on when you're ready. Yeah, so Alex will be carrying out the emergency stop.
Yep.
Yeah, when I raise my hand, you'll need to stop and bring the vehicle to a controlled stop.
Alright.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
Yeah. Stop! So I won't be telling you to do that again. Drive on when you're ready. Whilst releasing the clutch, Alex should have been applying some gas, so he ends up stalling. He does react well though. It's the end of the test now. Let's find out what Alex thought about his driving. Yeah, you can switch the car off. So that's the end of the test. Alex, how do you feel you're done?
Yeah, I failed.
Yeah. So, what do you think you failed on?
Hit the
You seem
curb.
quite happy failing.
No, you know it was because it went better than I would have expected. And I know I know I failed when I hit the curb. And then when I stalled when we're going straight ahead on that 60 road, because I was obstructing the vehicles. And when I was going too fast down that 60 road as well, but it was like a gap. And then there was cars
Down
coming.
near that bridge,
Yeah.
that dropped to a 30.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I didn't even realise.
The one after you hit the curb
Think so. I just know I was going fast.
is downhill.
Yeah.
That just dropped to a 30.
I didn't even realise.
Yeah, you didn't go over 30 though. You're on still about 25.
Oh, was that?
Yeah, but you still need to drop your speed there a lot to about 15.
Right.
Yeah. So it went better than you expected.
Yeah.
You got quite a bit of serious faults.
How many?
I'd say we'll just go over them. Yeah, so don't worry about it. So the first serious fault you got was for your observations. So there's a roundabout, I don't know if you noticed, where you said I could have made it then.
Mm-hmm.
It was right at the beginning.
There was a black car coming.
Yeah. I understand, even though that black car is on that right lane,
Yeah.
what if he cuts across to your side?
Fair enough.
It might seem harsh, I've had a feel like that with my own student.
Mm-hmm.
So the examiner said he pulled out, but what if the car was coming, that car on the right lane cut across to the left? Because a lot of cars actually be in the right lane and cut across to which side?
The left.
The left side. So you need to be careful with that. So both sides needs to be clear.
Alright.
So that was the first serious fault. Then you got another serious fault. There was a turn. There's a truck coming. I don't know if you can remember, there was a turn to the left and there was a truck coming, and I said to you as well, it was a sharp turn. So when you made the turn, the back wheels didn't go over the curb, but after you made the turn,
Yeah.
that's when we fully went onto the curb on the left. So if your back wheels just went over the curb on the left when turning, that would have only been a minor fault because there was no pedestrians around. Because both sides went on after we made the turn, then that's a serious fault. Then you got another serious fault was Okay, that hill. A lot of students actually struggle on that as well.
Oh, going onto that 60?
No, coming out from that hill, that junction.
Yeah.
It was quite steep as well.
Mhm.
So with the clutch, what you needed to do is give a bit more gas. What we're doing is we're letting go off the clutch too quick as well.
Mhm.
Add a bit more gas, that's going to help the clutch moving off. Is that okay? So with that, because we become an obstruction,
Mhm.
I had to give it as a serious fault. Then you got a serious for when you hit the curb.
Yeah.
You were actually going a little bit quicker around that as well. So I was marking it down to give you a minor fault
Mhm.
for going a bit quicker around it,
Mhm.
but then you oversteered it.
Mm.
So if you're going slow around bends,
Mhm.
you're going to have more time to know how much to turn.
Mhm.
If you're going fast around bends, there's going to be less time for you to, okay, think how much do I need to turn.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's why they say, well, you should, when you're making sharp left turns, right turns, things like that, be very slow around them, because then you'll know how much to steer. And the quicker you go around turns, the quicker you have to steer.
Steer.
And if you end up steering, if you go fast around turns and bends, you won't be able to steer in time. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And the other serious fault was you got for that speed. So coming down
Down that hill.
when I had to tell you to slow down. It seemed like your friend was a bit frightened. Like a bit
Nah, no, I
frightened.
heard him.
Bro, you was flying. Yo. It was like the steepest hill and the road was like dead narrow. I was like, surely he's got to slow down here.
Yeah,
And
we,
it said slow on the road as well, like before the hill, before it goes down, it said slow down. And I was like, wait, why is he not slowing down?
I was keeping an eye out on your foot on the brake. You had it on first,
Yeah.
your brake, and then you let go of the brake. And I was like, you need to get your foot back on the brake. So I had to give that. What you need to remember, look, when you see like 60, 50, 40, 30, you're meant to do the speed what's appropriate. So if the road's narrow and you know if anything pops up from the opposite side, it may cause you a problem, then you need to be slower on them areas. So if you were going down that hill and you know that if a truck pops up, it's going to cause you a problem, which it would have, then you need to be slower there. That mini roundabout. So,
Oh yeah, after the...
yeah, that dip. So a lot of people don't notice that mini roundabout coming.
I saw the sign, but you know, because we were on the... I didn't know it was that like close to the...
Yeah.
As soon as you go down. I thought it would have been a bit like after, so I have time to like see.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I got to the top, it was right there. I think he told me actually.
I told you to slow down.
Yeah.
So I had to tell you to slow down because if we're going that quick and there's a car coming on the right, there would have been
Accident.
an accident. So I had to intervene there as well. So there's a couple of serious... Main thing is we need to slow our drive down. We need to be a bit more slower. A lot of these faults that you've actually done were because you were a little bit quick. So even the serious fault what you got for observations at that first one, don't rush it. You know, like if you miss one opportunity, it's fine. Relax. Even on your real test, you'd want to rush things. You want to get things overdone with. Just take your time. So with that one you pulled out, like just take your time. If you didn't go then, it wouldn't have been marked down as hesitation because there was a car on the right.
Alright.
In that right lane.
So I should only go when both lanes are clear.
Yeah. And then that's if both lanes can go straight on.
Straight. Alright.
Is that okay? Also, if they're going around as well, just make sure it's... Because you never know with drivers, they can just cut across the other lane. And then even that series what I gave you, when you made that turn, after you made the turn on the left, I think you saw that van and it put you off a bit to give it more room.
I don't even remember the left, you know. I actually don't remember it. I just remember turning right every single time.
You might not have noticed because that curb was like, it was flat. So even if you had gone over it, you wouldn't have noticed it.
Alright.
It wasn't a raised curb. And then even the other, like, going over, when you clip the curb, that was a little bit quick as well. Going down that hill, quick. Roundabout, quick. So a lot of these faults could have been avoided easily. Okay, the minors you got were you stalling.
Oh yeah.
You stalled it quite a lot of times. And then when we turned left, the first left we done end of this road,
Yeah.
You're a little bit close, that blue car. It's a large vehicle though. Did you notice? I leaned over.
Was it parked up? Oh,
No.
oh,
It was turning in, I think.
Yeah, I know which one you're on about now. I know which one you're on about. It was the light blue car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Because I saw you writing on your notepad.
What you could have done there is steered it a bit early. Another thing what you could have done is, if there's large vehicles like that, you can actually just wait for them to make the turn.
Right.
And then the other minor fault, yeah, your gear change. We're changing the gears a bit late. You need to change them a bit early. And then slow on approach to the bridge. Like, there was another bridge, do you know where you were saying that I think I've seen these roads in the video? What is it? That bridge, you were a little bit quick over it. I would have been a bit slow. Yeah. Say for instance, I say to you from here, drive on when you're ready, and there's cars going past. You shouldn't be indicating.
If there's cars
move on.
going past.
Yeah. So say for instance, I say drive on when you're ready, and you know it's not safe to move off because there's cars coming from behind. Don't indicate. Why do you think you shouldn't indicate then?
Can confuse them.
Confuse them. They could end up swerving out, thinking that you're gonna pull out all of a sudden. Only indicate when you know you're gonna move off.
Right.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, stalling just near the end as well. But then with that, I gave that as a minor fault because you corrected it. Do you know when you stalled it twice and then the third time you moved off?
When was that?
At the last minute roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave you, if the third time you stalled again, I would have intervened. But then you corrected it, which was okay. Because we didn't become an obstruction, that's only going to be a minor fault. But with the other stall that on that hill, we become an obstruction.
Yeah.
Any questions? No.
Not really.
That's right. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.